Hey everybody, how you guys doing? This is your main man, Self-Paid Prince, coming to you guys with another quick video. Now, I have not done this in a while. Right now, as you can see, I'm on my job, just cleaning up, doing my thing, making my money by the hour. I don't really have too much to talk about, but I wanted to try and bring up this whole virus crisis deal. I want to say good morning to everybody. I wanted everyone to know that to all of you who have been affected by this virus crisis in any way, shape, or form, my heart goes out to all of you guys. Right now, as you guys can see, I'm just at my job doing what I know how to do best, at least for the moment. I've got some other things going on, but this is mainly about how much fear people are putting into this thing, because everyone's walking around with a mask on. Everyone's walking around with if people are affected by this in one way, shape, or form, they're being affected spiritually. Some businesses are still open. Some are still running. Others have completely shut down for God knows how long. People are losing jobs left and right. People are still waiting for stimulus checks. Certain people have gotten them, others haven't yet. Speaking of that, for all of you who do get your stimulus checks, comment down below what you're going to do with yours, or what do you plan on doing with it. For all of you who got your stimulus checks, congratulations, you've been blessed. Feel free to give me a like, share, and subscribe so you can get all future videos. Yeah, right now I can say I'm actually blessed because my job is still in effect at the moment. I'm just a part of the cleaning crew, trying to do my job the best way I know how to keep everything cleaned up. One of the few jobs that'll always be in demand is cleaning, housekeeping, janitorial services, that kind of thing. On top of any construction jobs that anybody else can possibly get into. Well, I'm done in here. Give me one moment and I will be back in just a minute, okay? Besides all the shout outs and all of the blessings that are yet to come, along with all the negativity that we are letting go of, you want to see more? Like, share, subscribe, and share with somebody else that needs to see a video like this, because I have more coming up in just a moment, okay? Be back in just a minute. Yeah, it's official. Some of y'all don't want to believe what I'm telling y'all. But then again, the statistics show everything. Now, we got people going crazy over this virus, covering their masks up, saying, oh, Trump's saying this, or we shouldn't be doing that. Well, let me ask y'all something. What do y'all think? Some of y'all don't even know that this stuff was planned before 2020 even started. Oh, y'all didn't see that coming. Well, once again, like, share, subscribe. If you guys are willing to do that, along with hitting that bell icon so you guys get more future videos of mine, I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what's going on, how this is going to affect you. Now, all I've done is YouTube research on top of reading books, etc., etc. One thing I can say beyond a shadow of a doubt is that most people don't know what's going on because they don't care about what's going on. Oh, I'm sorry, yes they do. They care about what's going on. They only care about what's going on when it concerns them, not the global whole. Now, in a pandemic like this is the kind of thing that has people scared the most, praying the most, and seeking help from the government the absolute most. It's sad, but it's true. Now, for every one of you that is getting this stimulus check, congratulations. I give you all the props in the world. Take care of any necessary bills. Get rid of any debt that you may have. And if I were you, if you have no debt, if everything's good with you on bills, you have more than enough money to retire or to keep yourself afloat, I recommend investing in a few stocks to try and get you some money rolling in each and every single month. if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm sure that you've seen some of my videos from my past. Check them out. You've seen some of the proof. Some of course, the links to my Robinhood app, my M1 Finance brokerage apps, free by the way, are just below this video. Now, as for the stimulus checks, I'm hearing that people are going to have their taxes taken out since they're getting these checks. That's what I hear. I don't 100% sure, I'm not 100% sure if it's 100% true, because I'm hearing several things throughout the weeks. One thing I can say though is that this whole thing has gotten way out of hand. People are giving way too much credit towards it. Way too much credit. The sad part is that for every person who is either affected by it, that's the kind of person who wants to do nothing about it. The weather has been absolutely nuts, by the way. The airport has been literally slow. It's a blessing that I'm still working. It's a blessing that any of us are still working, especially with this virus crisis going on. It's just amazing how one single virus can have everyone scared. I mean, before the year started, as the year was starting, we had people all over the place. Now it's like someone turned on the light switch and all the insects, all the roaches that were gathered, they just scattered. And it's been like this for months. Kind of reminds me of one of those zombie movies that we're always seeing, where it's a complete pandemic. It's a complete chaos. Can't even talk right now. And then when after a few months, whoever wakes up from hiding or for whatever reason, the entire city's just deserted. It's dead. Me personally, I went on ahead and I decided, I already got my checks, got my income tax, got my stimulus, which I didn't expect to get. I threw them straight into my savings account. And the only thing I'm wondering is, should I go for the apartment? That'd be great. Or should I go for throwing all that money in the stock market? I'm still wondering which is the great idea. If I keep it in the bank or in my savings account, I get no interest. But I found out that if I were to put that money into the Robinhood app and let it stay there, not only will it gain interest throughout the month, but I can also use that money and throw it in stocks and get more money gains on my money. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment if you guys think that's something that I should do, because that's what I'm thinking about doing that. I would go for the apartment to have my own place. Just try and get away from family, but as of right now, staying with family is probably the best thing for everybody, since we're all trying to support and help each other. On top of that, who wants to pay rent in a time like this? An apartment right now, if you don't have a small business to invest in, is only going to get in your way and it's only going to take money out of your pocket. Plus, with all the blessings coming in, we want no curses coming out. Yeah, I think I said that right. I'll be back in one moment. You guys take care and have a good time. Like, share, and subscribe to see future videos. I'll be back in a moment. I told you I'd be back. Now, once again, there's a lot being said and there's a lot being done. But is it being said and done by the right people? A lot of people go around saying that, oh, I need the stimulus check, I need this, I need that. Well, what were you doing before all this stuff happened? Were you just working, lollygagging, doing nothing? Or were you literally just... to be honest, I can't even speak for anybody anymore. I can't. I should be, but I can't. Why? Because a lot of people, they don't like to listen to the hype. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the problem. That's all they do is listen to the hype. People listen to hype all day long, but they never quite grasp the concept of what they're doing. Once again, my heart goes out to everybody who's being affected by this whole pandemic. It really is. But the sad part is that this kind of thing has happened more than once. And since it's happened more than once, people are acting like it's something totally new. I also love the fact that people will love resorting to the Bible, talking about, oh, these are the last days, and like, how many times are the last days going to come? How many times are the last days going to come before all of our prayers are answered. Then you have people who are laid off their jobs or are getting laid off their jobs and have to file for unemployment. Then we have the government, Donald Trump specifically, talking about, I'm going to be handing out stimulus checks. So to all of you guys who are getting your stimulus checks, congratulations. For all the ones who are getting the extra 500 bonuses for each child, congratulations. I just feel sorry for where this money is coming from, because it's not like the government has the money to give it out. And then on top of that, I'm finding out that for every person who gets a check of any kind, just to help out with the economical crisis, that money is going to be taken out of their 2020 tax refunds. So let me get this straight. A pandemic happens along with a bunch of other things that lead up to the pandemic. The entire country, if not multiple countries around the world, are being laid off, slowed down. The money, they say, is either being taxed or not. If it's not being taxed, it'll be taxed later on down the line. But that also depends on how many people keep their jobs in order to even have to pay taxes. One good thing about this is that this forces people to stay home, which brings people together. But it's amazing how it took a pandemic like this to get the whole economy to slow down and bring people together. And so far, despite everything, all I'm seeing is people on social media partying. I'm not mad about it, I'm just saying. But then again, there's also the fact that most people who are partying, are not investing. I'm taking this time out to read, watch videos, write down notes, find out what I can do to put my money in places where my money is going to circulate and come back to me no matter what. Because for every person that gets laid off, that's a person who wishes that they invested, but are now just searching for unemployment and are looking for brand new jobs, which are going to be hard to find. Why? Because most jobs are laying people off or are telling people to go someplace else because of the lack of traffic. When there's no traffic, there's no business. When there's no business, there's no money being spent. And yet at the exact same time, despite how many businesses are going out of business for a certain period of time, we have people, which is supposed to be the 1 to 3% of the world's population, who are investing and looking into stocks and taking advantage of everything that the majority of people are not taking advantage of. So we're gonna get through this crisis one way or another. Despite any loss in numbers, any health issues, any lost opportunities, my heart goes out to every person who is feeling this, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Because like they say, for all of the negative, there's the positive. We're not gonna be down in the dumps forever. It's just not gonna happen. It's not meant to happen that way. The economy goes down ever so often. And when it does, it hits us hard. And when it hits us hard, we go through it, we take our losses, and then we bounce right back. It's what we do. I just wish that for every single time we bounce back higher. Not bounce back to the same level that we were once at. I'm just throwing in my 2 cents, my perspective, because it's quite amazing. Once again, it's only a blessing to still be working. It's only a blessing to still be able to make money whether I'm on the clock or not. I'm just throwing this out there. You've seen some of the dividends payments that I've been getting back because of my shares. I mean, I'm now working or partnering with plenty of companies. So now, if making money is something that you want to do, if you're interested in investing, what you need to do is like, share, and subscribe to this video. Let other people know. Let's let other people know what's possible. If you want to get some free stocks, I have my links down below this video for Robinhood and for M1 Finance, plus all my free opportunities with Dosh, Chime, Digit, etc. Basically, everything I do is free. And you're going to want to get in on some of this free money because the more you earn without working, the better off you are. I'll be back later with some more updates. Listen up, people. Now is the time more than ever to be coming together as a collective. Not just because of the pandemic. See, coming together as a collective is something we all should have done a long time ago. Not just because of a pandemic, not just because of a virus, not just because of unemployment. I believe it's amazing how a pandemic such as this can make everyone scatter and bring people together. I mean, why is it always an emergency situation that brings people together? Excuse me. We need to be showing love, consideration, devotion to ourselves and to our brothers and sisters, to our families, our communities. We should be showing this on a regular basis, a daily basis. But it's not common for everybody to do that because not everybody enjoys coming out their comfort zone. Some people are still in their comfort zone, don't want to come out. Some people, when it comes to this whole stay at home, save lives, some of y'all been doing that since the very beginning. Some of y'all don't know anything about helping out your community other than just going to work and coming back home. That's how some of y'all know. Some of y'all are more scared of the common public than the rest of us. And yet, because you're so scared, you let every opportunity pass you by. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the fear that you're giving this whole virus. I'm sorry for the fear that you're giving, period. And at times like this is where everyone's saying, this is where everyone's faith is supposed to be tested. Your faith is being tested, all right. But who are you putting your faith in? Some of y'all will say you put your faith in God, but then you go around voting for Donald Trump. Yeah, I went there. Now, for the record, and before y'all can say I'm a hypocrite, I didn't vote for the motherfucker. I didn't vote for Trump. I do idolize his business savvy. The fact that he owns his own businesses, he owns his own investments. You know, like Robert Kiyosaki, he has more assets than liabilities, so I give him that much. But on the presidential candidacy, I don't know what to say because I don't really pay attention to the politics. Though reading into it, understanding it, and being aware of it does help provide more benefits for the average person or American in this lifetime. I will admit this. So if you can agree with me, like, share, and hit that notification button. Leave a comment down below if you think that what I'm saying is true. If not, share your thoughts. I don't care. Also, if you're looking for great opportunities to make money, to save money, invest money, all my free opportunities are down below. Starting with Chime, of course. Get paid up to 2 days earlier. Earn extra $50 to your credit. They spot you up to $50, anywhere between $20 to $50 to $100. Spot me. And this is for overdrafting, so they actually have your back. When you get paid on your job for direct deposit, first time check, I get paid. So although it's free, we both get compensated for the new account. Yeah, that was crazy. Also, if you're looking for ways to save money, we have the DOS and the Digit app. One for roundups and one just for saving money completely. Both of them free opportunities just down below. If you're looking for another way to be able to invest your money in other companies and receive dividend payments on a monthly basis, multiple times, I also have access to the Robinhood app and the M1 Finance app, both connected to this video. So while you're in a pandemic, while you're wondering what you're going to do with your money, get in on some of these free opportunities. Once again, free opportunities. They help save, earn, and generate you money. And all you're doing is nothing but signing up and possibly investing in a few things. Nothing wrong with that. You invest your time and your energy in this pandemic, in your job, and in your family. Invest some money in some of these opportunities and grow your wealth out while this whole thing goes up. Because companies are slowly building themselves back up little by little. You're going to want to get on some of these investments. That way you can make some money while other people are generating their own money at the same time. There's a few companies that I found out that I'm going to end up getting with before this year is over, because I found out that they're worth looking into, worth investing into. Not just for the money, but also for health reasons. With this whole virus crisis, coronavirus people are worried about, is people are becoming more health conscious than ever. And there's a great awakening to try and better yourself, not just financially, but also health-wise. Also trying to do better by your community as well. Back in a few, talk to you later, like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Deuces. Yeah, coming together should not be a hard thing to do. And yet many of us don't want to do it. Or if we are doing it, we're only doing it during times of chaos. Seems like the only formal gatherings that we normally have are around holidays, birthdays, and even church Sundays, when we're doing our morning services and just paying homage to the Creator, in our various ways. Here's what I want to know though. Everyone is starting to come together only because of the Anti-Socialism Act. This is just another way for the people to keep us separated while they come up with their own plans of how to do everything. Now, I know it sounds kind of weird I know it sounds kind of like I'm coming up with conspiracy theories, but in my eyes, it just seems that the more spread out we are, the more control that somebody else has over us. The more fear that is installed in us, the more power they gain, the weaker we seem to get. And by weaker, this is what I was talking about maybe just God, I can't even talk right now. This is what I spoke about a few moments ago when I said that fear clouds everyone's judgment. The more fear we give into something, the stronger it seems to get, the weaker we get. Fear seems to cloud our judgments and it makes our immune systems very, very weak. Why do you think we as humans are so susceptible to pandemics such as viruses of any kind? I mean, we can catch viruses that are much less dangerous than this coronavirus. And yet we're worried about how fast a coronavirus could possibly kill us when there are other viruses out there that we are susceptible to getting. We are open to them all the time, which is the reason why most people nowadays are becoming more self-conscious and more health conscious. On top of becoming health conscious, there are plenty of ways to do better for yourself than trying to do the old-fashioned stuff. Most of us want to go to work for somebody else for about 6 to 8 hours, much like myself, and they go home and they do nothing. When they get their paychecks, they buy what they need to buy, and then with the rest, they either put it in savings or they party with it. There's no thought of investing at all, which means that they have nothing coming back after all of their money's gone. Me, you've seen the proof more than once. Now that I am actually into dividends investing, which is an amazing blessing, I wish I would have gotten into it sooner, and I encourage all of you to do it yourself. Now that I'm getting into dividends investing, I have more hopes for my future. There are other opportunities that I'm going to be utilizing that I'm going to be pushing out and promoting and just trying to see where I fit in when it comes to that specific community. But for all the profits that I make, after everything's said and done, after all bills and expenses are paid for, I'm throwing them in the stock markets. Why? Because I can get more returns than I could in just a regular bank. In a regular bank, I'm only going to get 0.1, 0.2, maybe 3% interest, if that, and that's barely anything. It's barely, $1 a day? Well, $1 a year. I'd rather be able to get more out of my money just for it sitting in an account, not just waiting to be spent. You guys agree with what I'm saying? Go on ahead, once again, hit that like button, share this video with a friend that needs to hear it. Just got through reading Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm in the middle of reading it again. And the reason why I'm reading this book again is because I wanted a refresher course. I wanted to know that what I was doing was the right thing. See, the first time I read this book, it opened my eyes to wondering, okay, my profession is one thing, but it's not going to make me rich. Having a small side business is definitely going to make me rich for the long term. Not just having a small business, but also being able to add more assets to my life and have those assets build over time. A lot of people is not going to have the patience to do this, but for the people who don't have the patience, they're the ones missing out. Because in the long term, you're wondering, okay, do I have enough money to retire? Do I have enough money for the kids? These are not questions I want to have to worry about later on in my life. If you guys can agree, once again, like, share, subscribe, hit that little bell icon. That way you'll get more future videos, and it's good for YouTube algorithm. I could use the support. I plan to support you in everything else you do. So I will definitely come up to you with another video very, very soon. You guys have a great day, have a great night, depending on when you're seeing this. Love, peace, namaste.